Recently, I've been kind of been listening a lot to Sabrina Carpenter's ever since the Tate song in end of September. And I've been listening to a couple of them like Please, 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 Espresso, Feather, and Can't Blame a Girl for Trying. And recently, and this weekend, I've been watching four movies and shows starring her. And before I tell you about these, I should probably tell you two things. One, yeah, I'm aware that she was in Milo Murphy's Law as the best friend, where in Milo Murphy's Law, and I thought she did a good job if I can remember her performance. It's been a while. It was only a couple months in June, of course. But I thought she did a decent job. And the show was pretty good, I'm not gonna lie. It was pretty good. It was funny. And I was also gonna include Tall Girl and Emergency, which the latter is like her recent movie. But since those are not like movies about her and she's like in like supporting roles, though I think she's like the co-lead in Tall Girl, but I decided to do three movies and one show. The first show is the show I'm gonna just talk about is probably her best known acting role, Girl Meets World as Maya Hart, which I watched all three seasons of it. And I loved the show. It was actually funny. It was entertaining. It was really emotional a couple of times, especially in the final episodes of season 2 and season 3. Um, but I should probably start by saying that I've not watched the original show, Boy Meets World. Though I wanted to when I met Wilfredo, who does appear in a couple of only 4 episodes of this show, and I kind of want to watch it even more after this. Maybe at the start of the year, unfortunately. But the show is pretty good, and I thought Carpenter did a incredible job as the best friend because she does have some good sense of humor and some nice emotional scenes and serious moments, especially with Sean, of course, her best friend Riley, and Luke and her other friends like Lucas, Farco, who is like really funny, and I think Maya and Farco are the best characters in the show, as well as Riley's parents, Topanga and Corey. Um, and I thought her friendship with Riley was fun, honestly. And I really thought the Halloween episodes were a lot of fun as well. And again, some of the emotional scenes, like when they talk to their younger selves, or when they almost were considering saying goodbye to each other before they decided to stay forever at the final episode. Those were kind of cute scenes, honestly. They were they got me a lot. And I really enjoyed the theme song as well, and especially since Carpenter and Rowan uh are the performers of the theme song, which is awesome. Um, and overall, I think Girl Meets World is a fun show, and you should check it out. I really loved it a lot. It took me 3 days to watch it. I watched it on Wednesday and I finished it yesterday. But overall, it's a really good show. Next is a movie called Ventures in Babysitting, which is the 2016 remake of the original film that I watched not too long ago, back in March. Uh, and this is a more kid-friendlier version of it than the original, and it's a lot entertaining also. So it's about Sabrina Carpenter as a babysitter named Jenny, who was passionate about her photography career, and the scene goes with Lola, played by Sophia Carson of Descendants uh, fame, and they're both work as babysitters, but they didn't do well, and Zach left the house, and Jenny, Lola, and the kids they were taking care of must find him and sell, and by selling to a concert that Jenny was going to. Um, no, it's actually AJ actually. I forgot for a second, honestly. But they got into a lot of trouble. Their car was getting towed before they returned it. They uh, they were being chased throughout the film by Tiny and his friend with a hood and a ferret, and they must find a way to get away from them and try to uh, get home before the kids' parents get home. Um, and I thought it was a fun adventure movie. I thought it was cute. I thought it was kind of charming and it was very entertaining. I thought again Carpenter what did a great job as well as Carson and the other kids. Um, I actually thought when the change where the child's idol is now skaters instead of door. That's an interesting change in this. I thought the rap scene was out of nowhere, but it was kind of hilarious as well. And I really thought Tiny and his buddy were kind of goofy villains, honestly. And overall, it was a fun and charming movie. And the next movie is an interesting one called The Short History of the Long Road, which is a drama from 2019 where Carpenter plays Nola, who lived with her dad, but then was going on the road throughout the city, meeting several people like this lady she met at the gasoline, and she hangs out with her family, but then when she tried to test one of her kids to drive, they she kind of left her, and then she befriends this other girl who has a nose ring, as well as the mechanic played by Danny Trejo, and a waitress who kind of becomes her second best friend. Um, and I thought it was a very kind of like a very sad movie. It kind of supposed to be like it's a very different movie Sabrina Carpenter experience. It's not entertaining or fun. It's mostly kind of like it's really a kind of a tragic movie. Honestly, kind of is the best way to describe it. Cause she plays a very serious and dramatic role. She does smile and laugh a bit, but mostly she feels sad. She kind of cries sometimes, and she feels lonely for the most part in the film, or sometime in the film to be, if I can remember well. Um, and I thought she did an incredible job at it. This is probably my second favorite performance of her, next to Maya Hart. I thought she did an incredible job in this movie. And this movie did get fantastic reviews. So I'm happy for her, I guess. And it really was a very great movie, and the other actors did a good job. I like seeing Danny Trejo. I did thought the person who plays the waitress did a good job, and I thought the scene with the hippies was kind of a little funny and kind of disturbing because they're kind of messing up with Nola, especially when she was smelling the smoke coming out of the cigarette from one of the hippies, I guess. Um, and I thought that was kind of funny, especially when he was using pizza as some kind of brief phone call. Uh, him hanging out with his with Nola at the beginning while swimming. I thought the film overall was a really good movie. I really liked it a lot. And my last movie of today is Work It, a Netflix original movie from 2020 where she plays Quinn, who after getting banished by Juilliard uh from the Work It dance competition, she goes to a library where she talks about the Thunderbirds and dance, to where she decided to alongside to form a dance, try to dance and for the competition, and does it by working with several other kids, specifically Jazz and Jake. Um, and they spent throughout throughout the whole movie dancing and do it as amazing as they can to win the competition. Um, and it was a very fun movie. I danced a lot throughout the film because a lot of the dance and music comes in this movie, almost like 85% of the movie. But anyway, I had a good time. I got a little tired a lot, but I didn't do it all the time because the one scene where she kind of moves like gets grounded uh and her team leaves her and she feels sad. I didn't dance at that because that was supposed to be kind of supposed to be a sad scene, so I didn't want to dance excitedly. Though for the rest of it, I did. It was a very fun, good time, and again, Carpenter did a fun job. Honestly, I really thought she had a good time doing this movie. Especially since the last song in the movie is a song by her, it makes it even better. Honestly, I'm not gonna lie. And I really love the dance choreography and throughout this movie. I thought everyone did and had amazing talent. Honestly, I really loved every time they danced. I was like, oh snap! Especially this one dude who has like one leg. Dude can dance well. Honestly, he can. Honestly, um, and overall, I thought the film was a fun, good time. You should check it out. It's on Netflix. It's not too long, so you can check it out. And overall, it was a really good, fun movie. And that's it. So that was my four mini reviews of the Sabrina Carpenter movies and shows. I really loved all four of them. I thought they were fun, and you should go check it out. If I had to pick my favorites, it had to be Girl Meets World, of course. But I love the other two, specifically Short History of the Long Road. And yeah, that's about it. See ya. And stay tuned for December 6th, because there's another thing I'm going to talk about that's related to Carpenter.